Mm. Flashlight. My name, baby dirt. My name, baby dirt. Hi, everybody. All right, some of my bitches. So, just got out of Guardians of the Galaxy over here at the Cherry Hill Mall, AMC Theaters, IMAX 3D, D. Let's see, where do I start? I gotta say, whoever the special effects team was in this movie, they either worked on Doctor Strange or took inspiration from Doctor Strange. Because in the beginning there was some Doctor Strange-ish stuff. And at the end was definitely Doctor Strange-ish. I think a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Let me see here. I gotta say, I think that this sequel was funnier. I think it was funnier. Definitely put more into the special effects. I mean, there's a lot of cool effects. The effects were top notch in this movie, I would say, you know. Basically, the whole premise of the movie, I guess, is, you know, I mean, hey, the gang's back together again. But this time, Star-Lord's father finds him. And he finds out who he truly is. And he finds out who his father truly is and what his father's purpose is. And how he plans to include him in his purposes. Yes, so that's the whole story in a nutshell, you know. And I gotta say, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm just, you know, I jump around in my head because, you know, I'm not a movie critic. I'm a guy that goes to see movies and then gives you my review. So this is the layman's review. This is just Tyrone doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So let me see here. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right, so I'm just thinking there's just a lot of shit in this movie, man. Rocket Raccoon shined his ass off in this movie at a particular part. I was like, I didn't know Rocket was this thorough. Y'all all know what I'm talking about. What's the guy's name? Yando? He is basically unstoppable with that fucking era. Ain't he? Like, I'm like, wow. Bruh. I said basically unstoppable. Almost unstoppable. He ain't really unstoppable, but I was like, yo, like, in that, you know, there's a part in the end, you know, that bothered me. I didn't like that because he was really growing on me. Just when he's growing on me, you know what I'm saying? Drax, I liked Drax more in this one than I did in the last one. He was funnier in this one. He had more lines. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't Batista look a little bigger in this one than he did in the last one? He might have beefed up a little bit extra for this one, you know what I'm saying? I walk alone. You know what I'm saying? He must have trained a little bit extra for this one. But I thought that Drax definitely shined, you know. We saw a bit more into Gamora and Star-Lord's relationship. And Gamora and her sister's relationship. Her sister is absolutely psycho. She's savagely crazy, okay? Y'all know what part I'm talking about. When she came after on that part, I was like, oh, that's her sister. Jesus fucking Christ. And then, when she thought she was safe, she wasn't. She kept coming. I'm like, are you kidding me? She's still coming? You know, and then, of course, cute old baby Groot. My name, baby Groot. That's right. My name, baby Groot. That's right. You shine. Yeah. He wasn't. I thought I was going to see a little more of him, and it turned out being okay. The amount that I did see him, you know, and he really was like a kid that really, like, he was a kid. You know, it was, they treated him entirely like a kid. And he acted like a kid would in a lot of situations. While them being exaggerated because this is movie and entertainment. Like in the beginning when he's dancing, y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's like, all right, because no kid would really do that. But, you know, that's a kid. You know, and then throughout the movie... it was a good movie. I am going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 3 out of 5 woos. That's what I'm giving it. 3 out of 5 woos. The reason why I didn't get a 4, a 4.5, or a 5 is because I felt it was a little over the top with certain things. You know, just some of the stuff I felt was overkill. Similar to how Man of Steel had overkill action. So a lot of people considered it kind of overkill with a lot of the stuff that they did. Even though I liked Man of Steel, it was just like, God damn, like, okay, they ain't finished yet, huh? It's still going. And hey, that's how I kind of felt with that, you know. So I guess now we could talk about spoilers. Okay. Yes, and I keep seeing you, man. It's like wait, hold on. Let me, there we go. I thought it was the same message I kept seeing over and over and over again. But yeah, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. That was funny. He did look like Mary Poppins coming down like that. So Star-Lord's a fucking immortal? He's an immortal? Okay, I didn't know it was that far. I didn't know he was like that. You know what I'm saying? I was mad I didn't see Thanos. But is that, man, when her sister, I keep forgetting her sister's name, but when her sister was telling us, like, how he ripped her arm off, he would take parts of her off and replace it with machinery whenever she lost to her sister in battle. I was like, oh my God, this dude's a piece of shit. She wants to kill Thanos bad. I really liked the villain in the last one. I did. Something was really fucking cool and sinister about him. He had that ancient Egyptian type look to him. He was cool. I liked him. The 3D was real good. But the villain, I didn't really, you know, I don't know. It was... Some of the shit was a little hokey with him. I don't know. And then the big face with the tentacles. And I was just like, all right, this is just like Doctor Strange. You know what I'm saying? This is just like Doctor Strange at the end. Like, come on, y'all. You know what I mean? But I like that part when Rocket took out all them dudes with all his traps and shit. I was like, look at this Rocket doing this fucking thing, man. And then, you know, he had to, I don't know if you could really call it a cameo. I mean, he had a small part in the movie, you know, so You know, he appeared in the movie, and we learned his role in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. You know, so yeah, yeah. What? Nobody cares about Spider Team. The hell's that got to do with this movie? Although they did show a Spider-Man trailer in there in 3D. Yeah. So it was good. It was good. I had a good time in it. I actually may have liked the first one better though. I ain't gonna lie. I think I may have liked the first one better. Um, one thing sequels tend to do is they tend to give you more of what you liked in the first one, and sometimes it can be overkill or it can be extra at times. You know, this one definitely had more jokes, I think, but uh, but they worked most of the time. They worked. You know, like remember at the end when they strapped the thing on Drax and he was like, "Oh my nipples!" Like nobody laughed in the theater. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Um, what's the one chick's name with the? Is it Manta or something? What's her name? What's her name? Manta, Manta, Mantis, Mantis. Okay. I'm thinking almost like Black Man. I thought she was funny. I thought she was funny. For those of y'all who don't know this, and you'll get this if you go back and you watch. I did a try not to laugh with Livy Doll. Livy Doll is very analytical and straightforward, and she doesn't know how to be sarcastic. And I figured this out after a few days of talking to her, and I call her Drax now. If you go back and you watch that Try Not to Laugh, you have to understand Livy Doll was sheltered growing up, similar to myself. And she's very intelligent, similar to myself. But she has not broken away and understand sarcasm. She's a very well-to-do young woman doing her thing, running shit for companies. She's very analytical. She's a terminator in the business world. So there's not a lot of jokes she gets. But she does get some. But yes, I call her Drax now. Livy Doll Drax. That's her last name. You go back and you watch, you'll understand now. That's just how she is. Yeah, Mantis. I liked her. I liked Mantis. You know what I mean? I really did. She was funny. And she was like Drax. Like she didn't get shit. You know what I mean? Remember she was like, she introduced herself and she was like, "Hi, I'm Mantis." He's like, "What are you doing?" "I've been told that smiling is good for greeting people and making them like you." "Not smiling like that." And he was calling her ugly and everything. She was like, "You think I'm ugly?" "It's a good thing." She was like, "You are hideous to look at." "I'm sorry, but I like a woman with more meat on her bones." Remember he was talking about his wife? Talking about how everybody was dancing and flailing around and she wouldn't even tap her foot? Said, "You'd think that she was dead." Oh, holy shit. That was a good thing to him. He's nothing but a savage, cold-hearted warrior inside. That's why he likes shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a little bit overkill, like at the end with the fight between Star-Lord and his dad. And, his dad was flying at him in the rock formation, and then he turned into a giant Pac-Man. And I was like, oh, God. All right. It's a little bit overkill here. Okay, so help me out here. Okay, so Stan Lee is a watcher, is he? Is that what he is? He's a watcher? I've read about that theory, and I guess they confirmed it. So he's a watcher, correct? Is that what they're called? Okay. And, yeah. And who is Adam? Who is Adam? I don't think I've heard of Adam. That's what his name, Adam Warlock. Now, I have heard that name, Adam Warlock. And what is he? What is he? He's a creation of those people over. Big guy, Adam is the first man. Shut up, man. Guess I'll have to look him up. Huh. He's like Superman. He's a weapon. He's a cosmic god, huh? I'll look it up. I'll look him up on Wikipedia and read the profile on him. Sure, that'll give me a good idea of who he is. But yeah, so I guess he's. Yeah, they had like all these different. They had like three. They had like three after credit scenes, you know, and after credit scenes. You know what I mean? Like they had Groot as a teenager playing video games, and they had her making Adam Warlock, you know, that queen of those gold people. And then at the end, it showed Stan Lee talking to the rest of the Watchers, telling his stories and shit. About, wait, guys, don't leave. I've got a ton more stories. Like, he's, you know, haha, whatever. Howard the Duck was in the movie. Let's see, what else? Anything I'm missing? Anything I'm missing talking about? I don't think there's anything I'm really missing. Yeah, Ving Rhames was in there. He made a cameo. Yeah, he actually made a cameo. Yeah, well, I mentioned it earlier. I think y'all all knew that I was talking about how Yondu died, so I did already mention that, but I didn't talk about it in depth. Yeah, I didn't like that he died, man. I didn't. I did not like that he died because it was like, yo, I was really just liking him. He killed it. Couldn't believe how unstoppable he was with that arrow. I mean, I remember in the first movie, I was like, Jesus Christ, is this guy unstoppable? What the fuck? But then when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, this dude is no joke. But he's the one that saved Star-Lord from dying, basically. They all had a part in it. But I guess you almost gotta give it to baby Groot. My name Baby Groot. That's right. You saved the day again. It's like he's the one that planted the bomb. He was the one small enough to plant the bomb. He didn't plant the bomb, we don't know what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Yep, and you're the one that saved him in the first one. My name Baby Groot. That's right. So they ruined Groot. Yeah, I heard there's another Wonder Woman trailer. Guess I gotta check that out, huh? The final Wonder Woman trailer. And I still gotta react to Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, still gotta react to Dragon Ball Super. So let me get going. Let me know how y'all like the whole live stream Guardians of the Galaxy movie review. I actually did this mullet style, although I didn't say that. I should change the title to mullet style. But yeah, all right, y'all. I will see y'all soon. Check out this final Wonder Woman trailer, and then I gotta check out Dragon Ball Super. Yes. So I will talk to y'all soon. 10 million subscribers. Woo!